How's it going, everyone? So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to win at arm wrestling every time, tips and tricks. So before I get started, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate the support. It helps my channel grow. So I used to arm wrestle for quite a long period of time, you guys, and I was extremely good at it. Arm wrestling right now, it's literally all about technique. As long as you are not going against someone that is a professional or someone that has been doing it longer than you, then the technique itself will be able to beat the person, even if they're stronger than you. But again, if you've been training arm wrestling for 5 years and you go against someone who's been doing it for 15 years, then these tricks might not, or the technique might not be enough. You might need strength. But chances are most people you're going to arm wrestle aren't going to have any kind of training or technique. So I'm going to give you some techniques that are just, you're instantly going to just win because of the technique. So the first one is whatever hand you're using, if you're using your right hand, make sure your right leg is in front of your body. So right leg in front of your body, left leg behind your body. If you're using your left arm, left leg in front of your body. This is super, super important. The next thing to do is if you're using a table, then your hip needs to be against the table. This is very, very, very important. Again, you're trying to get your body as centered as possible, and this is absolutely huge. The next thing to do is that you always want to try curling your wrist. This weakens the other person's wrist and it makes it easier for you to win. A lot of times the person will just be pulling or their wrist will stay like this. If you start doing this, you're going to weaken their wrist. So that's another trick that a lot of people do not know. Another thing that you can do too is if you're losing the match, then what you want to do is instead of using all your power to try to pin them, all you're going to do is try to hold on. And again, a lot of people think when they're arm wrestling that it's a pushing movement. It's actually a pulling movement. So you actually want to pull towards yourself. So this is super, super important to do. I recommend doing this. There's lots of other techniques you can learn, like a hook, a top roll. There's different types of techniques, but those are kind of like the basic techniques that if you do that, you should win, you guys. So end the video. Thank you so much for watching.